2016 is the 35th anniversary of the Windy Hill Foundation, so we thought we'd dust off the old scrapbook and have a quick look at some of the highlights from the last 35 years. It all started on Windy Hill Road in Middleburg. Even though it was 1981, segregation still separated Windy Hill from the rest of Middleburg. It was an all-black community with a dirt road, shacks, and even some dirt floors. The community water supply consisted of 2 cold water spigots, and 15 families shared 6 outhouses. Irene Llewellyn, often called Reenie, became aware of the conditions at Windy Hill and decided that she was going to do something about it. She first enlisted the help of Windy Hill matriarch Edna Washington to make sure residents were on board with what she had in mind. Together with other community leaders, Reenie then formed the Windy Hill Foundation Charter Board. The plan was simple. Reenie would raise money to buy each Windy Hill property, then get HUD funds from Sandy Shope, who was the housing director for Loudoun County, to pay for the renovations. Reenie's Bridge Club put up the first $100,000, and the Windy Hill Renewal Project was born. Over the next 10 years, the foundation put in water and sewer lines, renovated homes, and little by little transformed the neighborhood. The need was still great, so we built Llewellyn Village Apartments at the end of Windy Hill Road, complete with a community room. Al Barton donated the old hole-in-the-wall property to us, and we turned it into Barton Place. Next, Florence Kay, Charter Board member, donated all the funds necessary to renovate a burned-out shell, which we now call Kay House. Fast forward to 2003. Behind a stockade fence on Route 50, just before Zula Road, stood some of the worst housing in Loudoun County. Thanks to fundraising efforts by Lang and Judy Washburn and John Levis, as well as to the town leadership for agreeing to the annexation of the property, we were able to transform what we now call Virginia Lane into the neighborhood it is today. It was even a Signatures of Loudoun recipient, Loudoun County's highest design award. Since then, Windy Hill has gone on to win an EPA Energy Star Design Award, several Earthcraft of Virginia Green Building Awards, the Governor's Housing Award, and the Loudoun Human Service Professional Award. By our 25th anniversary, Windy Hill had built or renovated 47 units, serving about 100 residents. Then we discovered VHDA tax credits, and together with our partner TM Associates, in the last 10 years we have built another 338 units, bringing total residents served to over 1,000, including Levis Hill House in Middleburg, Piedmont Lane in the Plains, and Shreveport Ridge and the Woods in Brambleton. And we've got 30 townhomes currently under construction in Marshall, plus another 96 units that will start construction next summer on Route 28. But affordable housing is only half of the Windy Hill Foundation's mission. The other half is to provide family services that can change lives. Beginning at Llewellyn Village Apartments and then later at Levis Hill House, Windy Hill is taking care of those who have been part of our community for years and have needed a little help to have a peaceful and happy retirement. From our community room in Llewellyn Village Apartments, former schoolteacher Eura Lewis formed the Windy Hill Foundation's Family Development Committee. It takes long-term commitment to change lives, and with that in mind, the main focus of the Family Development Committee has been on the children. Windy Hill's very first organized children's program, the After School Club, was started by women from Middleburg Bank who would sit and read to kids in the afternoons. Then, with the help from dozens of volunteers, those afternoons became the Study Buddy after-school tutoring program. Windy Hill provides the required staff, and our generous community provides the volunteers. Last summer, our on-site summer camp for resident children hit a new high when the Loudoun County Master Gardeners taught children the principles of organic gardening in their very own vegetable garden. At the end of the summer, local cooking guru Emily Tyler ran a cooking class for the children to process and prepare their overwhelming bounty. In 35 years, Windy Hill has touched many lives, and many of those lives have touched our hearts. Your continuing efforts and generous financial support have had a tremendous impact on these families. Every dollar raised at this gala tonight goes directly to the Family Development Committee and stays right here with Windy Hill's properties in Middleburg, the Plains, and Marshall. Thank you, everyone, for helping to transform our community.